What's up, guys? This is Ansar here. I'm bringing you guys my week 1 game of the PCL. I was actually able to get in through a sub, so this is not my team whatsoever. And I was able to make, I only made one change, and that will happen next week. I basically just switched out a tier 5 for another tier 5. But we'll go over the team that I have with me, and we will talk about the entire team next week because I do need to get this up tonight, so I'm cutting it a little close here. So first off, this current team, I have a Clefable with Leftovers, Magic Guard, Cosmic Power, Soft Boil, Stored Power, and Calm Mind. It is max HP, mostly max special defense with a little bit of defense into it as well. After that, I have Landorus I with Yachi Berry with Earth Power, Hin Power Ice, U-Turn, and Rock Slide. After that, I have a ICMZ Curum Black with Ironhead, Hail, Dragon Claw, and Earth Power, and I am running 204 speed with max attack. Serious Nature. Oof. That's gotta hurt. Okay. After that, I am running a Lowland Persian with Leftovers, Parting Shot, Hin Power Eyes, Taunt, and Dark Pulse with mostly max speed. I think it was to outspeed 110, Megalodios, and enough special attack investment to Oko Garchomp with Hin Power Ice, I do believe. And yeah, so after that is Menchino, Choice Scarf with U-Turn, High Jump Kick, Rock Slide, and Poison Jab. And that was, what is the speed to outspeed? 105. So what is this team? 102 Garchomp. So it allowed me to outspeed Garchomp if he had a Garchomp as well. So let's just talk about his team: Megalodios, Weavile, Volcarona, Florges, Tentacruel, Chestnut, Dugtrio, Meloetta, Magnezone, Garchomp, and Wigglytuff. Okay, so there's a few things that kind of scare me. Is Megalodios, somewhat Weavile, somewhat Volcarona, and you'll see a few other mods put in work. Garchomp can definitely be a problem, and depending on how he uses Meloetta, that can definitely be a problem. So let's just start right on into the replay, and I do lead off with, I believe, Menchino, and he will lead off with Meloetta. So there's that. With this first turn, I was debating for a while, depending on if I wanted to lead Menchino or Metagross, or even Lando I, because not a lot of things switch into Lando I, but like if he leads something that outspeeds me, like Weavile or something, that's kind of a no-go. But I do end up just going for the U-turn, thinking he will switch out, thinking he didn't want to hit the High Jump Kick or anything like that, because High Jump Kick would have killed from that range. I do end up just bringing out the Persian, and I will end up clicking, I think, Parting Shot this turn, because I wasn't thinking, no, I hard switch because he outspeeds me now, and I kind of need this for some other things down the line, so I do end up switching out, and he will just go for the close combat, and I'll bring out the Clef, because that's the only thing I really have to take anything from this. Even though this is kind of my setup win con for the most part, I have to deal with this a lot. And I didn't realize this in game, but Soft Boil can only be used with a certain the other ability, which is Magic Art, and it can't be Soft Boil unaware. I didn't know that, but now I do. So you won't be seeing Soft Boil that much from me. It'll be the other Moonlight. So that's what it is. I use Soft Boil because I think he might try and hit me with something I didn't really know, and I just gained some HP back. So this thing can't really do too much to me. I could try and start setting up, but I was kind of afraid of what would happen. I do bring out this Menchino back out. He Relic Songs me, which is fine. I didn't think it'd be doing too much to me, and the only thing is the problem is if I get put to sleep. So that's definitely a problem. I do end up getting put to sleep. So There's a problem here. I just decided to chance it because I didn't really have a switch into this, so I decided to chance it and go for a move. He just goes for Ice Punch in case I wanted to go for Lando or something like that. And then I end up going into Lando because I'm trying to bluff the Scarf for the most part. He doesn't know what item I am or anything like that. I thought maybe if I try and bluff the Scarf, he'll hard switch out, but he didn't. So I take a massive amount of damage from Ice Punch. I just thought since I came in on it, he would think it's Scarfed. Maybe he's just trying to sack the Meloetta at that point. I don't really know, but that happens, and I am forced to go out into Clef. He clicks Relic Song again, and he will put me to sleep right here. And that's the second sleep from Relic Song. So I'm kind of in trouble here. I lost 2 of my win cons, and all I have are some bulky mons to hopefully pull something out. And I am mono Psychic, so I can't even touch Weavile with my setup Clef. It does end up switching out, which was spectacular. I was like, thank God he switched out. I had no choice but to go out into Clef, or I had to stay in Clef and just try and hope I get a Calm Mind up, because I was super. Oh wait, no, I switched out into George, the Alolan Persian, because I was afraid of some type of setup, like some type of setup from Volcarona, and I wanted to get a parting shot off on him. I am forced to break this up here and go for default. He just goes for Quiver here, and this turn he Quiver Dances, which is perfectly fine, and I think I parting shot here because I'm still faster than it, I do believe, or he puts the sub up and I'm not faster. I don't remember what happens. No, okay, so that's what happens. He substitutes, I parting shot, and does it go through the sub? Wait, parting shot goes. Sorry, I have not used parting shot that much, so apparently it goes through the sub. I wasn't aware of this. So that's good for me. It's -1 special attack, +1 special defense, +1 speed. So it is currently at neutral. In the stat that matters, it's neutral in attack. He Quiver Dances once again, making him +2, +2, +2, +1. And that happens. I will end up getting my. I will end up waking up here and getting a Calm Mind off. So basically, I am just forcing the Calm Mind here, and we're going to be doing this for a while. I'm going to do some Calm Minds. He's going to do something, some of that. But since I can't hit Weavile, I am super afraid of this Volcarona, and I am not. I'm not unaware. So this thing will hurt very hard. It will hurt. It will hit very, very hard. And I am a Calm Mind store power set, so I could click Cosmic Power, but as of this point, I was under the impression that something like Weavile couldn't necessarily switch into me. But I do just click Stored Power once again. I probably should have clicked Cosmic Power at some point just to get my defense up. So even if Weavile comes in, I can just stall it with Cosmic Powers or whatever else I need. So I could just stall out his moves. If he's like Life Orb or something, he can't kill me. And if he's something else, then I can just kill it. But he does bring out the Meloetta. I kill it with a couple of turns of a Sword Power. He switches in, takes some damage in the Relic Songs, and then I kill it off with Sword Power. He does bring out Doug Trio. This is the turn I should have Cosmic Powered right here. Instead of doing whatever I did, which was Stored Power, I should have Cosmic Powered, got my defense up, been able to live another one, and get another Cosmic Power up, and I would have been able to mostly 1v1 his team, except for Weavile, but at +2, I don't think Weavile would have been able to really hit this Clef. I can definitely see he was a life orb Weavile, so let's just check that out really quickly. Life orb attacker versus Clef, Carolina. And if I was, let's just say, for instance, +2 defense. Is that level? Okay, that's a level 50 versus level 100. So if I'm +2 defense, nothing he does kills me. Nothing whatsoever. He would have to crit me multiple times in a row. So yeah, if I was able to get that off, and I would have was forced to stall turns at that point, I'd just get Calm Mind over. But this is just a Doug trio versus a Carolina. I was just trying to get a lot of recovery back up, so I am about at 50% whenever he kills me, enough to live something from something, you know. So I soft boil here until I get enough HP where I'm happy with it. So I think it will be this turn whenever I decide to do that. I get a little bit more leftovers recovery after that soft boil, and he'll click Earthquake once again, and I'll kill it off with a soft boil. Not soft boil, kill it off with a stored power. And I'm honestly really surprised he doesn't go Weavile. I understand why, because I could definitely have a fairy move, and Weavile would not kill me, most likely, depending on the set and what move he decides to use. Like if he misses an icicle crash, I definitely could have a chance of killing him or just doing a lot of damage. I was just so afraid of the Weavile trying to come in. This Garchomp definitely would have killed me at this range, so I decided to switch out into Terry because I was pretty sure he was going to click Earthquake. I didn't have a good switching into this, and I needed my other components, like the I needed the Metagross still, and the Kyurem Black. I couldn't switch into that, so I was forced just to sack that off, then go out into George. And this turn, I will end up just clicking Hidden Power Ice. Gladly, it was the right HP. I didn't actually... I was able to not mess up on the HP, so that was nice. The card jump does go down, and I'm able to just get off a... hopefully get off a free parting shot into whatever he wants to bring in. He brings out the Weavile, which is super scary to me. I don't have a switch-in into this thing, so I am forced to try and deal with this the best I can. He does end up going for knockoff, which does a ton of damage. I thought that was banded damage, but I think that is just that. But it shows here is life orb, adamant. So that just did so much damage. I wasn't even expecting that. I don't know what I was calculating, but it showed me. I thought it was banded damage. I didn't see the life orb damage. I do bring out Kyurem because he's at -1. He can't kill me in any regard. He is forced to switch out, and I do get off a Z Hail here. It was a toss up. I thought I just won because I assumed Megalodios would die to this, but it kind of didn't. Maybe it was because I wasn't adamant. Let's actually go back and see if adamant, if this thing was adamant, would have killed. So Kyurem, Kyurem, Kyurem Black, custom Johnny Sins versus a Latias. I don't know what his set was, so I'm just gonna have to assume like a Roost Calm Mind set, level 50 versus level 50. How much does Dragon Claw do at a adamant? Would that have killed? That's nature adamant. I did not kill in any regard. The max roll is 99, so I would have had to get a crit with Dragon Claw. But that's what it is. So if I would have been able to OHKO it, then I would have won this game. But since I wasn't able to, the Weavile kind of just picks up a kill with Ice Shard here. And again, I don't see the life orb damage. That was my mistake. Whenever battling, I just didn't see the life orb damage. And somewhere around here, I figured out, oh, he's not banded. It was a little, might have been a little bit later on. I switched into this because I thought he was locked into Ice Shard. He switches out, fearing the Bullet Punch, and I click Earthquake, because that dealt with the Volcarona, and it also dealt with something else he had left, which was the... It was something else he had left. It was... Nope, I don't remember. Tentacruel. No, it wasn't Tentacruel. But this Weavile puts in a ton of pressure, and I did not have Bullet Punch, which was very unfortunate. If I would have had Bullet Punch, this game would have been over. He kills me straight off the bat with Knockoff. If he was banded, I would have a chance of winning here, because I would have been able to go out into Clef and slowly and surely roost up and or soft boil up, get a couple cosmic powers up, and then he shows he's not banded. I think it was this turn whenever I figured it out that he was not banded. Sorry about my mic, it just fell. And the Clef goes down, and this is game here. So basically the Weavile will end up killing the rest of my team, because I don't have any way of dealing damage to him. And I will end up losing 1-0 to the Portland Crawdaunts. Great game to use Spedshed, and his link will be down in the description below with everybody else's. Hope you guys do enjoy this PCL D-League match, and we'll be facing off versus the Toronto, I believe it's the Toronto Crawdaunts, if I'm not mistaken, with their coach. Blazing Squid. So check Spedshed out in the description, along with all the other coaches, and I'll see you guys next week whenever we face off versus the Blazing Squid. Anyways, see you guys later.